look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. We have a late season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Arkansas's head coach told me before the game, one of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Arkansas's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. K.J. Jackson, he's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. Running inside, it's Smith. Got the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got the back in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The run inside. It's Smith. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Jackson gonna throw it. They're all over him. Out wide left, it's Pratt. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. On the return, it's Bennett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gamecocks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Few guys in the sport have the physical skill, size, and speed of Nick Harbor, coming off a game of nearly 100 yards and a couple of scores. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Behind the crease, it's McAllister. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle.
Snags it, and he's open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I think it's safe to say Lenore Sellers, David, probably one of the most polarizing players in all of college football. You've seen how special and freakishly talented this guy is with his ability not just throwing the football, but running it, the strength, the size, the power, and more than anything what we saw a year ago was his ability to avoid sacks and avoid negative plays. I know this. He doesn't have a chance unless this offensive line gets a lot better, but they believe they've built that up. And if that's the case, this could be a very special year for South Carolina.
Well, and let's be honest, this is where they spent their money in the offseason. They wanted to fortify the offensive line. They brought in Kendall Browse at the coordinator spot. They did everything they could to build around.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
From the gun, it's Smith. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That's caught. It's Lockwood. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Ready. Black 18. Black 18.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
And he avoids the sack.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And is slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Play fake, Sellers. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
From the gun on third down, Sellers unleashes one. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Got some green grass. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He's now up to 58 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Jackson gonna throw it. Buys time to his left. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Sellers to throw. In traffic, it's Harbor. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his man. It's Bennett. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back. It's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Finds his man. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a second down. keep. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run him again. They put the brakes on it.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, low on the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Throwing, Sellers. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. On the ground, it's McAllister. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Working that wide receiver screen. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Sellers from the gun on third down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Left side is Hawkins. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for the offense. Trying to establish the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He now has 80 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. And Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in. where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
They'll ride him again. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Arkansas!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Down here on the Gamecock sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. The Razorbacks take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quick give, it's Smith. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Jackson will throw. Back's got it on the screen. Sweet cut there. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And this offense just keeps putting it together, man. Like, they have not been stopped very often. Another play in the passing game. This defense, they've got to find something, and they've got to find it fast. Like, halftime is a little ways away. They got to make some adjustments right now.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Long way to go on 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Smith with the grab over the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Wants to go up top on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He'll throw on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers, those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the South Carolina sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 23 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Hurricanes, looking for a 3rd straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons. And now over to your game in Fayetteville. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Arkansas head coach told me he is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the 3rd. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. The give on the counter. Swamped immediately.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. here to start this second half. Defense picking up where it left off.
Fires to the middle. Between the hashes, it's Harbor. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Sellers on the play action. Wide open downfield. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. To the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Down here on the Razorback sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Jackson will throw. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. They'll run it on the counter. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. The option, he'll keep it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. We'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Pulls it in. It's Bennett. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. You don't have to make things complicated. You seize zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the 1st half. 2nd half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Brought down at the 12-yard line. That's a 1st down and maybe the start of a long drive. Hits inside. It's Smith. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Jackson gonna throw it. Buying a little time to his left. And he gets it away.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Out wide right, it's Clapp. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Smith takes the handoff. Sees an alley. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Straight ahead, it's Lockwood. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Razorbacks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Burrowing for yardage. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. The Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Running inside. It's McAllister. Turns it on in midfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let him have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run. Get
caught, and he's got room. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. New set of downs after the completion. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They'll need a bunch on second down. Makes the grab. It's Hunt. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Russell. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Might as well run him again. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Jackson will throw. Moving to his left. Got out of trouble and throws. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. 2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Out wide left, it's Lockwood. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Razorbacks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the gun, it's Russell. Powers through the defender. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Stopped right there.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Sellers unloads to the wideout. Left side is Harbor. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. And the Gamecocks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Lost to throw on first. Right side, it's Hunt. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. He's past the marker. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They'll move the wide receiver. Sets his feet. It's Sellers. Turns it upfield. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Here's Sellers to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Tuggle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1. And this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Motion from the wideout. Driving forward, it's McAllister. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Drops back on first down. On the move. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job.
He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, 4th quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Here's a give to Auguste. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Seven-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Rushes on. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Reels it in. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and touchdown, Gamecocks. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Quick give. It's Russell. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
False start on offense.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. That false start really puts them in the hole. Here comes 2nd and 14. Hits inside. It's Russell. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way past the 1st down marker, and that will put this one away.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the 1st.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents.